Oh, hi there. My name is Buford Taylor. Of the people that know me, they know that I'm a pretty passionate guy. I put my heart into things, my soul, and sometimes my... Anyway, I'm passionate about a lot of things. Running awesome software, being an entrepreneur, hats. But I wanted to talk to you today about a project of mine that's been a passion for a while now. It's called meme defense. Throughout my time as an internet user, I noticed a growing trend in memes and their effect on super popular online communities like Reddit. Super popular online communities like Reddit. Super popular online communities like Reddit. Super popular online communities like Reddit.
This is what you've done, Internet. Are you happy? I'm not. All too often I'm told not to bite the hand that feeds, but really, Reddit has quickly become one of the scummiest places on the internet. Thanks for that. I can only hope that you pay heed to what I'm about to tell you, because we need to embrace hate as fuel for our journey into Reddit, and why it has effectively killed humor in a production line fashion. Buckle up! We're about to go viral! This video, to start you off, is exactly the reason that I hate Reddit, and why so many others hate Reddit, and why you should hate Reddit! Ever since the Kickstarter for Tim Schafer's Double Fine became a huge success, I should know I contributed. Every single little fucking cretin has crawled out of the woodwork to try and get a piece of the pie, with varying levels of failure from, I barely made any money at all, to, why won't you suck my cock like Tim Schafer's? I only have $10! The deadline's tomorrow! Not only does this game tout one of the most overused genres for mobile gaming, but combined with the fact that it's taking the rage face approach, it couldn't be more unfunny and cynical and offensive to gaming if it tried. And what I'm trying to say is that this douchebag is trying to be exactly like Tim Schafer, down to every single nuance and jump cut. And he's also trying to make money off an established user base without creating anything original in the process. And that's terrible, because that isn't funny, that's just stealing. He's got scum down to an art form in himself. And there's a much bigger problem behind thought processes like this. A massively saturated way in which memes are being doled out now, it's appalling, and it starves creativity massively. You have sites like Meme Generator and Meme Base that took away all the effort of actually going into Photoshop to do something, just so you could slap text on a funny image in seconds and push it out to the world, regardless of quality or content. Because of this, it's saturated and it's become horribly unfunny. End of story. But here's where it starts to trouble me. Have you ever noticed how Reddit's reaction images are always traced vectors of people's faces instead of original content or original drawings? I mean, I'm actually surprised, Reddit and Tumblr and 9gag haven't actually tried to integrate Costanza and Jimmy's and Patrick Bateman and the other horde of content that's already recognizable as a meme of sorts, because they seem ripe for the picking. Maybe they're just waiting for somebody to make vectors of them to use in Rage comics. That must be it. I think it's worth pointing out that on sites like DeviantArt that create content, vectoring or tracing images would usually be met with public shaming and, even in the worst cases, being banned for that sort of material. So when a site that glorifies Tom Preston has better artistic morals than Reddit, something is obviously fucking wrong! I regard the memes that Reddit likes as some sort of horrible comedy or sitcom, like Family Guy, for instance, or the latest series of The Simpsons, or The Big Bang Theory, where they rely on already established jokes and gags to make you laugh without ever really adding anything new or funny. It's just a little catchphrase or a buzzword or observational humor at the end, and suddenly everybody is pissing themselves and shitting themselves to the moon. And that brings me on to why Reddit would find that funny. Reddit has a huge mainstream appeal. People want to be in with the in crowd, and how better to be in than to know what's funny and know what's going on so you can laugh about it with all your friends at school. Great. That's why Ray William Johnson is popular, why Know Your Meme is popular, and why I have to cringe because it's so utterly simple to explain, because it's just human nature to want to be in while putting in the least amount of effort possible. But I look at Reddit, and I look at how it got so popular, and I see this. Content showing up on the front page of Reddit today that would have been considered old by even E-Bomb's World in 2007, the constant barrage of viral marketing, the vying for attention, the pointless and almost offensive subreddits, and the idiotic "Today I Learned." It makes me think that Reddit is a victim of its own success, bringing condensed media and jokes to the masses in a way that would even make talk show hosts cringe. 9gag doesn't have a single redeemable quality either, and Tumblr... Tumblr relies on everybody being an oversensitive idiot and responding seriously to joke posts in order to be funny. Oh, Tumblr. But what truly irks me is how quickly content that goes there disintegrates in value and dies a horrible death. And it's time to bust out the big guns. Reddit is solely responsible for killing a quote-unquote meme in a fucking day. As soon as the wonderful Skyrim subreddit got hold of that one particular phrase that everybody loves, every single video on YouTube for the subsequent weeks to follow had every top comment as an arrow to the knee joke, regardless of whether people had played the game or not. Maybe it's just because I wouldn't want to consider myself a horrible bleating sheep, but are you borderline retarded enough to go along with the herd and spout that shit that was barely funny in the first place? I honestly don't think I am. At least not completely. I fear for the next viral sensation in any shape or form because it's become such a very disposable world for jokes and quips, and it's akin to the death of comedy in Generation X that's touted so much. So many people that I talk to hate memes because they're content creators themselves, and they'd rather create something original that goes viral or is deemed funny than use memes as a means to an end in order to get their point across or to make you laugh. But why would they want to do that when their comics are stripped of all mentions of their name, signature, website, and have a huge 9gag logo stuck at the bottom of it? And that's what I hate the most about Reddit and other sites like that. Stripping away the notion that any single person created something, depriving young aspiring artists of either publicity, revenue, or just the general satisfaction that they own something popular. I've talked to enough elderly gentlemen to know that they're scared of a growing trend that nobody wants to create anything original anymore, and they want to take two existing products and bash them together like rocks and call them original, or that they want to take existing material and write it off in lieu of their own lack of talent. As an advertising gimmick, it works wonders, but as a very confident assumption of the state of today's youth, it's a frightening thought. In closing, I just want to say that if any money goes to this plagiarism lobbying scum of the earth clownboat in a fedora and he reaches his goal, that the internet has failed. I understand that this video is almost advertising this farce, but I trust my subscribers and viewers not to give a single cent to this asshole. Right? And you know what? In fact, I'm not going to give anybody any money anymore.
You ruined my life, Bitcoins!